Managing revenue enablement across global teams can sometimes feel like juggling time zones, not only time zones, but languages and cultures. But with the right approach, you can create a consistent, impactful program worldwide. So why don't we talk about scaling enablement globally, which I've had the privilege of doing for multiple companies over the last 15 years. So hopefully my tips will be able to help you to do the same. So global enablement takes planning and flexibility. And here are my 3 keys to success. Number 1, you really have to address language and cultural difference. You have to localize training materials and messaging to fit regional norms and languages and avoid a one-size-fits-all approach that can confuse or alienate reps. How I've done this in many organizations is first and foremostly a business partner who speaks the language in that region for enablement is a must. And also as well, understand the languages that are a critical as they're building the business in that region. So for example, the top 3 languages that I would always have translated as long as there's a presence in that region would be Japanese and Spanish, which is Latam Spanish. Those are the 2 key languages that I would definitely have translated. Also as well, make sure that you're aligning with your approach to the selling profile in that region, because the cultural differences are absolutely huge. For example, let's take America, France, Great Britain, maybe Germany. So let's say in France, when you're doing a sales call, you're going to need to tell them the story as to why they should care about whatever you're saying to them. Take them on the journey, give them examples, make sure they fully understand why they should work with you and not another organization. They really need to understand that journey. And in some countries, there might be compliance, especially in Europe, GDPR, etc. There might be some compliance issues with the software that you're selling. So make sure you are 100% aware of that when you're building the training for that region. If we go across to, say, Latin America, for example, Brazil, Mexico, or the MCA region, if you will, 85% of that business is going to definitely come through distributors in the beginning while you're building that area. It's it's slow moving, if you will. So you need to make sure that you absolutely have local languages, Portuguese and Spanish, to make sure that you can grow that region. That's the same, absolutely have to have Japanese speaking people in the region. I also said I'd mention maybe German. So in Germany as well, still a very formal sell. And so again, you have to make sure that your training is addressing that style of selling versus, say, America and Great Britain, where it can be semi-formal and semi-casual depending on the organization type that you're speaking to. Tip number 2, leverage technology for accessibility. It's absolutely amazing. Technology with the right technology, which has language preferences, it's easy for everybody asynchronously to access everything at the same time. And, cloud-based platforms really helps create that asynchronous learning to overcome any time zone challenges. Make sure all content is mobile friendly. And that's basically for reps on the move. But a lot of people have different learning styles, and mobility is key. Tip number 3, maintain consistency with local adaptations. So don't do a one and done, like, oh yeah, that program's really important, I'll just translate that one to Spanish, Portuguese, and Japanese, and then never do it again for any others. You need to define core enablement standards globally, but empower the local teams to customize content and the training to their market unique needs, which I mentioned earlier. So what does it really mean to scale enablement globally? It means balancing consistency with local relevance. Nail that, and your worldwide sales teams will perform at its best. If this chat, these tips have sparked ideas for your global enablement strategy, then go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and stay tuned. And if you have cracked the global scaling team in yourself, share your experience. We'd love to learn. And this is Maria White, co-founder of Good Morning Enablement and CEO of Enablement Dojo, where we like to provide you with insanely great learning experiences. Thank you to all of our subscribers and listeners for the podcast. We will see you next time.